So you can see I have two versions of write up here. So I use syncthing, and I modified the same file on two different devices. So syncthing found the conflict and created two versions of the file. So now we can use Vim to go and fix up the conflicts. So you can launch Vim in diff mode using -d, like so. You can learn more about that here. So there's different ways of entering diff mode beyond that. Let's start off by turning off diff mode. So let's go diff off. This turns off diff mode for the current window. We want to do it for all windows, so we can use bang like so. You can learn more about that here. Now we'd like to turn diffing back on. So let's go diff this. This turns on diffing for the current window. We want to do it for all windows, so we can use window diff this like so. So you can read more about diff this over here. Finally, I want to show you. So let's turn off diffing again. Let's close this up. You can use diff split, and so that's kind of like SP, but it works for, it enables diffing. So let's say diff split with write up this one. So the split is messed up. Let's fix it up. But you can see now we enter diff mode like so. Okay, so now we can start fixing up the differences. So let's jump to the first hunk with bracket C. So you can learn more about that here. You can jump to the previous or next change using bracket C like so. So now we wanna the left version of the file has the right change. So I want to copy it over to the right. So to do this, I can use do, which is diff octane. So let's do ZR to remove the folding. So if I undo again, if I do do, it copies over the change from the left to the right. So do, you can read more about it here. I say from the left to the right, but actually it's from the other buffer to the current buffer. It stands for diff octane. Okay. So let's move to the next change. You can see now this file is not hard wrapped, so the lines are really long. So let's do a Windows set wrap. So now we can see better. Okay, so the diffing is kind of screwed up here. Let's add a new line like so. Okay, now things look better. So again, the left version of the file has the right version. So let's do diff obtain again. Now the right version of the file has the right line for this. So let's do diff put. So diff put is similar to diff obtain, but it transfers to the other buffer. By the way, you can have more than two buffers in diff mode in one tab page, and in that case you have to specify a count, and the count that you specify is a buffer number. So you could say like 3 dp, and that puts to buffer number 3. But in this case we only have two buffers, so we don't need that. Okay, so again, again you can see two diffs are actually getting merged. So let's add a new line here to fix that up. Okay, so peach versus orange. I think peach is what I meant. So let's diff obtain again. Go to the next change. Again, they're getting merged. Let's just add a new line. So this is on the right is the right version. So diff put that. This diff obtain. I want the other one. Here again, getting merged. And then so oops. Let's do Control E to line that up. So the version on the left is the good one. So let's diff obtain. And then for the whole rest of the file, I want to copy over all the changes from the left into the right. So I'm going to do %diff get like so. Diff get is the same as diff put, or rather diff get is the same as diff obtain. But it's an X command, so you can specify a range. In this case, we use the range % to apply to the entire file. So now everything should be. Let's just make sure at the end here, yeah, everything is good. So everything is synced up. So if you want to learn more about diffing, I highly recommend you read diff.txt. So you can open it up with help diff.txt like so. The file is only like 600 lines long, so I really recommend you read the entire thing. It has a bunch of nuggets of information. Like here's a fun fact: you can only have one diff session per tab page. So if you try to diff a pair of files and then try to diff the different pair of files in the same tab page, it's actually going to diff all four together. But so you can use different tab pages if you want to have different diff sessions. Anyway, I think that's all. Yeah, we can write all and then queue all, and then we're good.